The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Welcome in here, everybody, to the Hutzel Athletic Center here on Senior Day as we have the 17-10 St. Francis Cougars welcoming in the 18-9 Spring Arbor Cougars. We thank you so much for joining us here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Hunter Sosenheimer here calling your play-by-play. Excited to be here for Senior Day here from the Hut as we will get the Senior Day festivities rolling here in about 30 seconds or so. A little bit of a late start here to this one as I had to catch my breath a little bit between the men's and the women's game, but we are getting set and ready to roll as St. Francis and Spring Arbor set to battle here for the number 4 spot in the Crossroads League tournament that will begin this upcoming week. So we are going to go ahead and turn it on over here to our PA announcer and Jared Parcell for the Senior Day festivities. Here from the Hutzel Athletic Center, you are watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
Coaches say he came in with only 1 year of eligibility, has made an immediate impact on the St. Francis program. He's a tenacious defender, has done everything possible to fit into the system and help achieve the success of this year's team. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Robert Fry II. His major is Bruce Manager as a minor in finance and plans to earn his master's degree and help coach the Cougars next year. His favorite experience in playing the University of St. Francis and traveling to Florida twice over his career, hanging out with the team and building stronger relationships. His advice for teammates is to always prioritize the team before yourself. Everything you do in life is like everything else, so understand what is needed from you and be the best you can be in that role. The coaches say he's an extremely talented basketball player and an even better person off the floor. Lionel saying over his career to play big minutes, big nights in and out of the program. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, St. Burke. University of St. Francis Athletic Department and the coaches thank all four seniors for what they've done during their 4 years at the University of St. Francis and on their careers up for the World League Miss next season. We're excited to see what their future holds, not only finish this season and next year. Go Cougars.
So Senior Day festivities here at the Hutzel Athletic Center. Would like to congratulate the 4 seniors that were recognized here tonight. Dorian Sanders, Jackson County, Robert Fry II, and Zane Burt. Congratulations to all 4 of them and wish them the best beyond basketball and their success as they play in their last few games here with the St. Francis Cougars. Are going to play in the Crossroads League tournament next week. But the matter of the fact is where they are going to play. This game is a battle here for the number 4 spot in the Crossroads League tourney, as both Spring Arbor and St. Francis are sitting at 10-7 in the Crossroads League standings. So they will battle here for home court advantage in the first round of the Crossroads League tournament. Both these squads are going to more than likely play in the NAIA National Tournament as well, as both these squads having successful seasons, beating Spring Arbor at 18-9 on the year, 10-7 in Crossroads League play. Meanwhile, St. Francis at 17-10. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Spring Arbor squad. They did play St. Francis earlier into the season at Spring Arbor, where St. Francis picked up an 81-79 win over Spring Arbor. Leading the way here for the Cougars is number 33 in Gabe Newhoff, the 6'9" junior forward out of Hudsonville, Michigan, averaging 21 points per game and 7 rebounds per game. Travis Grayson, another outstanding player as well. Where's number 2, the 5'10" junior guard from Valparaiso, Indiana, Chesterton High School, averaging 15.2 points per game. Kevin Robertson, another outstanding player, wears number 23. He is the senior forward, 6'6", out of White Lake, Michigan, Walnut Lake Northern High School, averaging 12 points per game and 6.5 points per game on the season. Taking a look at this St. Francis squad, they come into this contest at 17-10 on the year. They are 10-7 in Crossroads League play, most recently coming off a loss and the number 1 team in the Crossroads League standings and the number 6 team in the nation, Grace, 84-80. They're down in Weona Lakes on Wednesday. Isaiah Malone led the way with 24 points. Luke Almontobar had 14 and Brandon Northern had 11. Damari Hood with a 9. Joe Reedy finished that contest with 10 points. He will not be in action as he banged up his hand there in that contest in the loss at Grace, but it was an outstanding battle between St. Francis and Grace. The Cougars competed very, very well, and leading them in scoring here this year is number 10 and Luke Almontobar, the 6'2" sophomore, averaging 20 points per game on the season. Isaiah Malone is the 6'8" sophomore down low, averaging 15.5 points per game and 8 rebounds per game for the Cougars. So we're going to go ahead and take a short break, and we will come back with a pregame prayer along with starting lineups. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
This time, would you please rise for the pregame prayer only? Playing the national anthem prior to the start of the women's game. Let us pray, dear Lord, please watch over today's game between Spring Arbor and St. Francis. We ask you to protect the players, coaches, and officials throughout today's contest. Keep them safe and free from injury. Allow parents, family members, students, and all fans to enjoy today's event in a safe and respectful manner. And in the words of St. Francis, enlighten the darkness of our hearts, give us a right way to serve open and perfect charity. Amen. Now let's meet today's starting lineups. First, the visiting Spring Arbor University Cougars. Entering today's play, the record of 18 overall, 10 and 7 crossroads league action. At guard, the 5-10 junior from Belgrade, for 2 6th grade freshman from school for Shane Rixey. At 4, 6'6" senior from Belgrade, Michigan, for Caleb Robertson. At 5, 6'8" sophomore from Caleb, Michigan, for Justin Taylor. At 5, 6'5" junior from Washington, Jamie Lucas. Head coach is Spring Arbor with 26 senior Ryan Cunningham, associate coach Ted Stone, and assistant coach Jeff Brown.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, starting on up in the books here from the Hutzel Athletic Center. We are getting set here for game action on Senior Day here at the Hutzel Athletic Center. A battle for the number 4 spot in the Crossroads League standings. Home court advantage in the Crossroads League tournament on the line. It'll be number 33 and Gabe Newhoff for Spring Arbor. Number 32 and Isaiah Malone in the middle for St. Francis. And we are set and underway here from the Hutzel Athletic Center as the tip is won to Spring Arbor, and they will have possession here to begin our contest. They will go to the far side here to begin it. Robertson up top to Newhoff, who goes now far side. Rixey with it, excuse me. The handoff now far side here to the hands of Grayson. Up top, they'll swing it back here near side. Down low to Newhoff. Double team brought here by Malone and Burke. Out far side, left open. 3-ball on the way. It is no good. Board comes down here to Jackson Gowdy. He'll hand off now to Brandon Northern, who will push for St. Francis with the near side wing. Northern with it down low inside. Now off far side here to Burke. He'll get a screen from Malone. The dish off. Malone goes up and couldn't get it to fall. Board comes down now here for Spring Arbor. Grayson now with it here near side to Robertson. He'll look to drive down low. Travel is going to be called. Possession will go back to St. Francis with 19:03 left to go here in our first quarter of action. Inbound will come here from Robert Fry II. One of the seniors here on the St. Francis's roster, Jackson Gowdy and Zane Burke, all three getting the start here. Dorian Sanders was recognized here before the game, was a senior last year on the team. As Fry II with a good take there, the jump stop, and he puts it home for the score. 2-0 lead here for the Cougs. Now possession back the other way. This is going to be Grayson with it up top. He'll move it here to the near side. Off a screen here from Newhoff. Grayson now skips far side. Jumper just inside the arc is no good. Newhoff underneath for the board, and he goes up and gets the score. The 6'9" junior going to provide a big presence down low here for Spring Arbor in this one. It's going to be an absolute battle, as we saw St. Francis compete with Grace's bigs down low on Wednesday, with Isaiah Malone and Joe Reedy having an outstanding game. As Malone will get it now down low. Here with it on the baseline. Skips up top. 3 ball on the way from Northern. It is up and it falls. Now possession back to Spring Arbor. As Grayson here near side. On to Robertson with it at the top of the key. Robertson will go far side. This is number 24. And Dante Favor with it. Hands off up top. Rixie now goes far side. We'll leave it back here near side. A 3 ball on the way. It's no good. It's tipped out of bounds. They're going to call it last touched by St. Francis off of Zane Burke. Possession will stay on this end of the floor here with Spring Arbor. Substitution here for Spring Arbor, number 15, and Aiden Zink, the 6'6" junior forward out of Hudsonville, Michigan, will check into the contest. And it'll be Newhoff with it on the far side. A good Euro step through traffic, and he goes up for the score. Northern will now bring it across the half-court line here for St. Francis. We'll have it here on the near side off to Gowdy. Now up top, this is Malone here with it. Back near side to Northern. Northern going to look to drive with it down low. Double team brought. Trying to get it off to Malone, and now it's going to go back the other way. Up ahead, this one's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be last touched by Malone. Possession will stay on this end of the floor here with the Spring Arbor. As Rixie will head underneath and inbound here for the Cougars of Spring Arbor. The battle for the Cougars here today. Newhoff, the dish off. They'll go far side in the corner. 3 ball on the way, and it's up and good there for Aiden Zink. 2-point lead and now here for Spring Arbor. Malone with it top of the key. He's not afraid to shoot it from deep as well. Here for the Cougars. Fry the second had it knocked away, and Newhoff comes away with it. Now it's going to be Grayson who pushes far side. Now here in the hands of Rixie. Will leave off. They'll go down low here to Newhoff. With it far side, guarded by Gowdy. Newhoff looking to make a move around Gowdy. He goes up, puts a touch over it. Gowdy and Malone couldn't get it to fall, but it's out for Spring Arbor as a 3 ball from the top of the key is good there for Shane Rixie. And Spring Arbor with a 5-point lead. Northern will now bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Off to Gowdy with it up top. Now to Burke. Back here near side for the second. Now off to Norgren. Here with it now on the near side wing. Out to Malone. He'll launch a 3 from deep. Back in, no good. And possession now back the other way. Here is Spring Arbor. As Grayson will have it here at the top of the key. He'll go far side. Dishes off. Now it's going to be back here on the near end to Zink. 3 ball here on the near side is long on the marker. And Northern comes down with it here for the Cougars. He'll push it across the half-court line. Now to Malone with it here near side. The dish down low. And they're going to call it last touch by Fry the second. And so possession will go back to Spring Arbor. Luke Almontovar and Tamari Hood will come on for St. Francis as they will replace Jackson Gowdy and Robert Fry the second. Meanwhile, for Spring Arbor, number 10, and Trey Cottingham, the 6'1" senior guard, into the contest here for the Cougars of Spring Arbor. Newhoff will give off far side. There to Grayson. He'll look to drive on the baseline. Out here near side, 3 ball in the way, left open. It's no good there from Robertson. And now Northern up ahead to Almodovar with it on the far side. Almodovar, the sophomore here for St. Francis, leading them in points per game on the year. He drains a 3 on the far side. The sophomore not getting the start today due to all the seniors getting the start for the Cougars. And he drains a triple and makes it a 2-point game. Now Newhoff with it down low. A good find there and a strong take. It's up and good there by Kevin Robertson. Now possession back to St. Francis as Burke with it far side. Had it knocked away. We'll get it here near side now to Northern. Northern going to look to drive. A good take out far side. Hood from deep. Got it. So Maury Hood drains the triple and makes it a 1-point game. Robertson up top here to Favor with it far side of wing. Now into the hands here of Newhoff. Newhoff has Grayson open. Instead will take it himself, and he goes up for the score. And Gabe Newhoff now with 6. Northern will bring it up ahead now on the far side. Head coach at Spring Arbor is Ryan Cottingham in his 26th year, a longtime head coach here with the Cougars. Meanwhile, Chad Lacroche in his 15th season with St. Francis. So both these squads very, very well known against one another here in the Crossroads League as they have battled here throughout the season against one another. A take down low. Malone forces Grayson to stop, and he goes up and puts it home. 5-point lead now here for Spring Arbor with 13 minutes left to go here in our first half. 13:05 that is. Hood with it here near side. Now up top here to Malone. Give off here to Burke. Shot clock down to 10. Burke here near side trying to find Hood, and it out of the hands of him, and it goes out of bounds. Possession back to Spring Arbor. Here with 12:55 remaining, we will go ahead and take a break. You are watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
Months ago, I was diagnosed with a 3rd-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Back here live from the Huntsville Athletic Center, 12:56 left to go here in our first half. It's a 5-point lead here for Spring Arbor. Aiden Zink checks into the contest to replace Gabe Newhoff as we'll get an inbound here, and it will be Grayson who will bring it across the half-court line. Favor gets up top. It's a 3-ball from Zank. Gets along on the marker, out of bounds. Possession back to St. Francis. Almodovar will inbound here for the Cougars. He gets it in here to Brandon Northern, and he will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Far side now to Almodovar. Get a screen there from Malone. Now up top here to Hood. Back here near side, they'll get it in the corner. Burke launches the 3. It's partially blocked there by Grayson, and he'll now push up ahead. With it here at the top of the key. Grayson with it, goes far side. The floater on the way. It was an awkward shot. Couldn't get it to fall, but an offensive takeaway there. And now possession back to St. Francis as Almodovar looks to go coast to coast. And he will go to the line down here for a pair. As foul is called on Zink, that's his first. Would like to give a shout out to Brenda watching from Huntington here today. As Almodovar hits on the first free throw. Loyal fans of the St. Francis Cougars all the way around, especially here in the gymnasium and watching here on our St. Francis Cougars stream. Would like to thank all of you for tuning in here today for this outstanding Crossroads League matchup as Almodovar hits both. 12:05 now left to go here in our first half of action. It's Spring Arbor with the basketball. Has a good take there down low, and Travis Grayson goes up and gets the score. Almodovar will have it here on the near side for St. Francis. Looking to work down low, able to maintain it offensively. It's loose on the deck. They're going to call it last touch by Spring Arbor. Will stay on this end of the floor here with St. Francis. 11:40 left to go here in our first half. For you women's basketball fans watching, St. Francis will take on Bethel in the first round of the Crossroads League tournament. Meanwhile, Spring Arbor will host Huntington as a foul is going to be called off the ball on Carson Rogers. That is going to be his first, team's first. So we'll match up the clock as it comes along. 11:28 left to go here in our first half. Doing a little multi-duties here in the booth, calling the game, running the scoreboard as well. As the bucket is good down low there for Spring Arbor. So my apologies there if the time gets a little bit off. But it's St. Francis with it. Hood now here near side to Almodovar. Far side now to Northern. Northern look to launch a three, instead kicks here near side. Three ball from Almodovar is no good. Ball is hit out of bounds and possession will go back to Spring Arbor. David Cundiff will come into the contest. Shane Rixey on back as well. And number 33 and Gabe Newhoff checks back in. Carson Rogers comes out as he is replaced by Isaiah Malone. Rixey now here near side to Cundiff. He'll get it back now here on the near side for Spring Arbor. Rixey with it here near side wing. Goes up top. He'll get it back now here on the near side. Shot clock down to 5. A take by Cundiff on the far side. Baseline jumper is no good. And the foul is going to be called underneath as Damari Hood was trying to box out Newhoff. And so it'll keep possession on this end of the floor here with Spring Arbor. Robert Fry, the second, will come back on here for St. Francis. He'll replace number 2 in Brandon Northern. As Spring Arbor gets it into Newhoff. Hand off to Cundiff. He'll go inside. It's blocked there by Fry. Out far side. Three ball is no good, and Fry, that second, comes away with the board. He'll now look to push here quickly. Near side, Almodovar from deep. Got it. Luke Almodovar drains the triple and makes it a 4-point game. Cundiff will bring it across the half-court line. With it here on the near side wing up top. Three ball on the way, and it's up and good there for Shane Rixey. 7-point lead now here for Spring Arbor. Far side, this is Fry the second here with it. Off to Malone, up top. Malone now here near side to Burke. Gets a screen from Malone, goes far side now to Fry the second. To look down low, good find there. Damari Hood up for the score. And now it's possession back the other way. Here with Spring Arbor on the near side. This is Cundiff here with it. This is off now to Rixey. Robertson now with it on the far side wing. Robertson looks to take, and a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on number 12 and Damari Hood. That's going to be his second. And we're going to have a timeout here on the floor with 9:08 remaining. It's Spring Arbor with a 5-point lead over St. Francis. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
Ago, I was diagnosed with a 3rd-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
Back here live from the Huntsville Athletic Center, 9:08 left to go here in our first half. It is Spring Arbor with a 5-point lead here over St. Francis. Let's take a look at the Crossroads League standings while we do have a little bit of time. Grace locked in at the 1 seed. Bethel locked in at the 2 seed. Huntington seems to be locked in at the 3 seed. A battle for the 4 spot with Spring Arbor and St. Francis here. Indiana Wesleyan sitting in 6th place at 9-8. Taylor, it's 7-10 in the 7th spot in Mount Vernon. Nazarene University at 6-11. In the 8th spot, Marion and Goshen both have been eliminated. So now it's pretty much just a battle for seeding. Home court advantage would be a huge factor here for both these squads. Spring Arbor currently sits at an 8-3 record at home, at 9-5 on the road. So they play as good either way, no matter where they play. They will put their best effort on the floor. As head coach Ryan Cunningham in his 26th of the season. Here with his squad. Meanwhile, Chad Lacrosse and his squad has had some tremendous games here at the Hut. A take to the rim. Nicely done there by Robinson to get around Luke Almodovar, who tried to draw the offensive foul, and he goes up for the score. And Robertson now with 6. Fry the second with a take. He goes up high and flies and gets the score. Fry the second on senior day, now with 4. Rixey had it knocked away. That's Almodovar. Fry the second, the lob. Trying to go back to Almodovar. Threw it just a bit too high. St. Francis tried to get fancy with it. And it goes out of bounds. And so Spring Arbor will have possession here, a 5-point lead. And so it'll be Grayson who will bring it up ahead here for Spring Arbor. Across the half-court line. We'll go as far side. Newhoff back here near side to Grayson, and a foul is going to be called down low. Isaiah Malone will pick up the foul. It's going to be his first. Malone, the second leading scorer here on the season for St. Francis, averaging 15.5 points per game. Still scoreless here in the contest. Inbound from Grayson for Spring Arbor. Favor here on the near side with it. Out goes far side. Will dish off back to Cundiff. Cundiff gets a screen, looks to drive. Swings it in the far side. And Robertson with it down low. A good take, couldn't get it to fall. And it comes down here now to Malone. Up ahead to Burke with it here on the near side. Burke will get a screen from Malone. We'll now move it back here to the near side. We'll go far side here to Northern. Northern in the corner. Fry the second with a 3, and he gets it to fall. Makes it a 2-point game. 7 minutes now left to go here in our first half. On the far side, Grayson with it, guarded by Northern. Grayson now up top. Dishes far side. Here to Favor. They'll swing it all the way back here near side. Cundiff will launch a 3. He got it. David Cundiff with the triple, and he joins the 3-point party here for Spring Arbor. as that is their 5th triple of the game. Burke will now have it. This is off here to Almodovar. Top of the key now, far side to Burke. He'll launch a 3. It's no good. Board comes down to Cundiff, and he'll now look to bring it up ahead. With it here on the near side of wing. Now Newhoff with it. Looking to work down low on Malone. He goes up. Couldn't get it to fall. It's tipped out by Malone, but Newhoff was able to chase it down. Now it's Grayson here with it at the top of the key. Grayson will get a screen. He'll go far side. Now up top. He'll swing it here to the near side to Cundiff. He'll launch another 3. Got it. Nothing but net there. David Cundiff with his 2nd triple of the game and extends it out to an 8-point lead for Spring Arbor, their largest of the game. Northern will now have it far side here for St. Francis. On a Burke with it far side wing. Up top here to Malone. Malone now going to look to work here with Newhoff. Back far side to Burke. Shot clock down to 10. Burke with it. Off to Fry the second. Shot clock now down to 6. Fry the second to take. Couldn't get it to fall, and possession now back the other way. Here is Spring Arbor. Newhoff with it, makes a move around Burke, and he goes up for the score. And Spring Arbor out to a 10-point lead. A timeout, St. Francis. We will go ahead and step away here with them. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Back here live from the Huntsville Athletic Center, 5:17 left to go here in our first half. It's Spring Arbor with a 10-point lead over St. Francis. And so we will get an inbound here underneath for the Cougars as Fry the second will inbound. And Spring Arbor going to look to pick up a little full court pressure as Northern will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. It's it across the half-court line. We'll have it here on the near side wing. Northern with it. Looking for somewhere to go. We'll go all the way far side to Fry the second. Almodovar back to Northern. They're trying to find Malone down low. They do so. And he goes up and is fouled. We'll go to the line for a pair. Grayson will pick up the foul. It's going to be his first. Team second. And so Isaiah Malone to the line for a pair. First free throw by him is up and no good. Malone will have an opportunity here and one more. Well, the sophomore out of LaGrange, Indiana, Prairie Heights High School graduate, 73% free throw shooter on the season. His second free throw is up and it falls. Makes it a 9-point game. As Cundiff will bring it up ahead here for Spring Arbor. Goes to the far side, hands off to Grayson. Now up top, this is Cunningham here with it. They'll swing it back far side now to Grayson. He'll launch a three from the far side wing, no good. And Northern able to keep it in bounds as it was tipped off by Malone. Now Fry the second will look to push with it here on the near side, and a foul is going to be called. Grayson will pick up the foul. It's going to be his second. And so we'll get an inbound here for St. Francis. As Grayson will check out, number 23, Kevin Robertson will come on in, replace him. Inbound from front of the second. Northern now off here to Almodovar. Almodovar spins through traffic and He is called for a travel, and possession will go back to Spring Arbor. Gabe Newhoff going to check back into the game as he will come in for number 15 and Aiden Zink. Now far side, Faber will leave it off to Newhoff. Newhoff now looking to work with it far side through traffic. He throws it off glass and gets the score. What a move through traffic. Fry the second. Now with it here on the near side. Dishes off. Now to Northern. Northern goes far side. 3 ball on the way from Almodovar's long. Gowdy trying to keep it in. Bounce it. Goes out of bounds in possession. Back to Spring Arbor. Zane Burke will come on here for Jackson Gowdy. And going to get a foul called here by number 10, Trey Cottingham, for Spring Arbor, his first, team's fourth. And bound here on the near side from Luke Almodovar. And so Northern will leave off to Malone. He'll bring it across the half-court line with it on the far side. Now to Fry the second. He'll go down low, try to find Malone. Newhoff keeps it in. Bounce here for Spring Arbor. And now they'll look to push. Cudniff with it up top. We'll get a screen. Goes far side. Now we'll leave it off here to Faber. Now to the near side here to Cottingham. Back up top. Cudniff now far side here to Faber. Cudniff back with it up top. He'll look to drive. Now down low. And Malone knocked it away. Now Fry the second. Look to push up the floor. And Newhoff takes it back away for Spring Arbor. Cundiff dishes off here near side now to Faber. With it at the top of the key to Robertson. Now up top here to Cottingham. With it near side wing. 3 ball from the top of the key for Robertson is long. And board comes down now to Almodovar. He'll push here on the near side. Almodovar works his way down low. Strong, no good. Second chance, third chance opportunity is no good on the follow-up. And Cottingham comes away with it. Now it's Robertson on the far side. Now to Newhoff. Newhoff back to Robertson. He'll go up, and he gets the score. And Spring Arbor out now to a 13-point lead, their largest of the game. Northern will now have it far side wing here for the Cougs. Screen from Malone. Near side here to Burke. Will now dish off here to Fry the second. Fry the second to take. Couldn't get it to fall off the front end of the rim. And now possession. Back to Spring Arbor as Newhoff with it up ahead, and it's knocked away there by Malone, and a foul is going to be called. Foul is going to be called on Isaiah Malone. That's going to be his second, the team's fifth. And so Newhoff will go to the line here for a pair. With 2:04 remaining, it's Newhoff at the line for 2. First free throw is up and it falls. And so Newhoff now with 11. As Carson Rogers comes in here for St. Francis. Kamari Hood on as well, as they'll replace Malone and Fry the second. Dante Faber will check out. Aiden Zink will come back on as the second free throw missed. And now possession back to the Cougars as Northern will bring it up ahead on the far side here for St. Francis. Gets it off now here to Rogers. Top of the key. Hands off to Northern with it on the far side wing. The spin, kicks in the corner. Almodovar 3. It's no good. Board is battled for, and last touch by Hood. Possession back to Spring Arbor. 1:40 remaining here in our first half. Inbound here from Kevin Robertson as the officials having him tuck in his jersey. That is the third Spring Arbor player that has been asked to tuck in their jersey. And they will have it on the far side. Now they'll swing it here near side to Robertson. They'll look down low to Newhoff. With it here on the near side of wing. Newhoff, jumper, got it right over the top of Zane Burke for the score. And Spring Arbor rolling here in the first half. Northern now going to look to drive. Off to Rogers with it here at the free throw line. Near side in the corner to Burke. Back to Northern. Here near side. Under 1 minute now left to go. Here in our first half of action. Northern down low, trying to go far side. Almodovar, it's taken away. This is Robertson who goes up, blocked there by Almodovar, but right into the hands of Newhoff for the score. Luke Almodovar showing he can get up, swats Robertson, but luckily Newhoff was there underneath to put it home. What a block there by Luke Almodovar. Rogers on the other end. He goes up and gets the bucket. And now it's going to be Spring Arbor who will look to hold for the final shot of the quarter. As we will get a timeout called here with 18 seconds left by Spring Arbor. We will step away here shortly. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
Months ago, I was diagnosed with a third-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center, 26-42 Spring Arbor on top. They will have the basketball here with 18 seconds remaining in our first half. They will most likely get the final shot of the half, as they will inbound on the far side here from Grayson. Or check it from Robertson, who gets it into Cundiff. With it on the far side here for Spring Arbor. Guarded here by Fry the second. Cundiff keeps the dribble alive. He'll go far side. Down to 6. This is Newhoff here with it. The dish down low. Robertson goes up and gets the bucket there to end our first half of action. Spring Arbor absolutely rolling here. 18-point lead here for them at our halftime break. We are going to go ahead and step away. You are watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Back here live from the Huntsville Athletic Center, Spring Arbor with a 44-26 lead over St. Francis. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first half stats. First for Spring Arbor, they shot 19 of 38 from the field at a 50%. They were 5 of 14 from beyond the arc at a 35.7%, and they were 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Just 3 turnovers in the first half for Spring Arbor. Leading the way for them was Gabe Newhoff, who finished the first half with 15 points. Kevin Robertson with 10, David Cundiff with 6, Shane Rixke with a 6 as well, Travis Grayson with 4, and Aiden Zink with 3 points for Spring Arbor. For St. Francis, they shot 9 of 23 from the field at a 39.1%, 5 of 11 from beyond the arc, 45.5%, and they were 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. 10 turnovers for St. Francis in the first half. Spring Arbor got 12 of their 44 points off of turnovers. So if you take those turnovers away, you are looking at just a 6-point game. Meanwhile, the scoring for St. Francis, Luke Almodovar led the way with 8 points. Robert Fry the second with 7. Damari Hood with 5. Brandon Northern with 3. Carson Rogers with 2. Isaiah Malone with just the 1 free throw. The rebounding battle, Spring Arbor wins it 14-13. They are in the first half. Spring Arbor came to play today. We'll go ahead and take a look here at the scores around the Crossroads League. Indiana Wesleyan ahead 28-20 against Marion. Huntington up 21-15 on Goshen. Bethel up 11-6 on Taylor. And then Grace up 43-31 on Mount Vernon Nazarene University. So we are going to go ahead and take another short break, and we will come back with the second half of action here from the Huntsville Athletic Center on Senior Day. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
Ago, I was diagnosed with a 3rd-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
Back here live from the Huntsville Athletic Center as we go ahead and flip on over here to our second half of action. Once again, make sure you join us on Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. The women's squad for St. Francis will host Bethel in the first round of the Crossroads League tournament. These two squads here battling out for the 4th spot in the Crossroads League. Standings, the winner will have home court advantage in the quarterfinals, so we will see who will come away with that. 20 minutes away from finding out. It'll be St. Francis with the basketball first. They will inbound across the way. It'll be Isaiah Malone, Robert Fry the second, Brandon Northern, Zane Burke, and Luke Almodovar on the floor for the Cougars. Meanwhile, for Spring Arbor, it's number 2, Travis Grayson. Number 3 is Shane Rixey. Number 23, Kevin Robertson. Number 24, Dante Favor. And number 33, and Gabe Newhoff. It's Northern with it. Now up top here to Malone. Malone just a 1 point from the free throw line here in the game so far. He's their second leading scorer on the squad. Northern with it, top of the key. He'll launch a three. No good, off the front end of the rim. And now Spring Arbor comes away with it. It'll be Travis Grayson who will push it up ahead across the half-court line. Guarded by Northern. Robertson hands off. Three ball here on the near side. A wing is long there from Rixey. And now possession back the other way. Here with St. Francis. Almodovar leaves off. Now Malone with it. Far side. Gives it off to Almodovar. Almodovar is going to be fouled. Robertson will pick up the foul. It's going to be his first, team's first. We'll get it inbound across the way here from St. Francis. As Burke inbounds to Northern. Try the second, now with it here on the near side. Burke will skip far side, they'll swing it all the way around, now to Almodovar. Shot clock down to 7. Fry the second with the three from the top of the key, and he gets it to fall for the score. Now it's Robertson, who leaves off up top here to Favor. Newhoff now with it here on the near side. Looking to go to work, tries to dish off far side. Favor able to catch up to it. And now they'll leave it here down low to Newhoff. Newhoff dishes off. Robertson with it, front end of the rim, no good. And Malone comes away with the board. It'll be Burke who will look to push here on the near side. Fry the second goes up, and no foul is called. There it is. We get a late whistle. And so Robert Fry the second will go to the line for a pair. So Robert Fry the second at the line here for a pair. Our apologies there, little camera mounting difficulties. But the free throw is hit. And now possession will go back. Far side, this is Robertson. Now it's going to be taken away. Northern will go up ahead. Here to Fry the second, and he is fouled. Here is 17:48 left to go here in our first half. Burke will leave off. Almodovar now top of the key. Looks to go to the far side. And it's taken away now here by Spring Arbor as they come the other way here with it. They'll swing it up top. Jumper just inside the arc is up and good there for number 23 and Kevin Robertson. Now possession back the other way with St. Francis. It goes out of bounds and it is the last touch by St. Francis. So possession back to Spring Arbor. Can't use Cougars as both these squads are the Cougars, so we will try not to mix things up for you. As Spring Arbor will now have possession as Robertson will bring it up ahead. He'll have it here on the near side. Hands off to Grayson. Now back up top. That's Newhoff here with it. On the near side, Grayson skips cross court. Favor now back up top. Grayson with it just inside the arc. They'll swing it now back far side. Three ball on the way. It's up and no good. And Almodovar now going to come away with it here for the Cougars as he will look to push. Burke will have it here on the near side. Look to go inside to Malone instead. It's a three ball here from Fry the second. No good. Able to keep it in bounds. Trying to get it up to Northern and is able to. Northern now going to look to drive. Kicks here near side. Burke the three. and it hit the top of the backboard, and so out of bounds is the call. Possession will go back to Spring Arbor. And it'll be Grayson who will bring it up ahead. Across the half-court line, he'll be picked up here by Northern. Now Newhoff with it here on the near side wing. We'll swing it far side. Free ball on the way, it's no good. And now possession back here to St. Francis as Malone. Leave off here to Northern with it here on the near side wing. Northern looking to go inside, trying to find Malone. Newhoff got a piece of it. It's knocked out of bounds, and possession will stay on this end of the floor here with St. Francis. Substitution here for Spring Arbor number 15, and Eden Zink will check in as he will replace number 24, and Dante Favor will get an inbound underneath here for St. Francis. On the near side, now up top, Almodovar will leave off. Malone here near side wing three. It's no good. And possession now back the other way here with Spring Arbor. Amari Hood comes into the contest as he replaces Pride the second. Three ball here on the near side, and they're going to call it out of bounds. That's the takeaway. This is Newhoff with it. And we're going to get a foul called on the floor. Foul is called on Malone. That's his third. And that's the team's first of the half. And so it'll be an inbound underneath here for Spring Arbor. As they get it in here near side now to Newhoff. Looks to drive. And a foul is going to be called once again on St. Francis. This time it's Zane Burt who picks up the foul. That's his first, team's second. And something inbound will come underneath. Now here for Spring Arbor. As they get it in here to Robertson. With it on the near side wing. Good find down low. As Robertson goes up for another score. 18-point lead here for Spring Arbor. Northern will now bring it up ahead here on the near side wing. Burke now goes far side to Almodovar. And a foul is going to be called off the ball. It's going to be an offensive foul called on Isaiah Malone. And that is going to be his fourth. And that's the team's third. We'll get a timeout here on the floor. We'll step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Back here live from the Huntsville Athletic Center. As it is Spring Arbor with an 18-point lead here over St. Francis, 14:50 left to go here in our second half. And so we will get free throws here for Gabe Newhoff, as it was a flagrant foul called on Isaiah Malone. And so Newhoff will go to the line for free throws, as his first is up and it falls. Newhoff's second free throw is up and good. So a 20-point lead now for Spring Arbor, and they'll have the basketball on the far side. And so it'll be an inbound here from Robertson for Spring Arbor, as Cundiff will bring it across the half-court line. Zank, not a Cundiff, no, now swing it far side to Cottingham. Robertson, the look down low, Newhoff goes up, couldn't get it to fall, and now possession back the other way with St. Francis. Burke to Hood with it here on the near side wing. Now Almodovar will have it. It's it back off to Northern, now up top, three ball on the way, and it's no good there from Hood. Gowdy with the board, and he goes up for the score. And so now it's possession back the other way. Here with Spring Arbor. Cundiff will bring it up ahead. Look down low, and the bucket is good there for Robertson. And he now has 16 as Northern up ahead. Burke down to Gowdy. Leaves it off here to Hood. With it at the free throw line. Hood going to launch a fadeaway shot. It's no good. And now possession back the other way. Here with Spring Arbor. Cundiff with it down low. A good take there. Just showing a little bit of patience for the bucket. Now Northern will have it here for St. Francis. Almodovar now here on the near side. Up top here to Hood. Hood will hand off here near side now to Northern. Northern with the drive. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Board is going to go out of bounds, and possession will go back to Spring Arbor. Rixey will check into the contest. Conte Favor will come on as well. And Brandon Northern will check out. Number 13, and Eugene Young will come into the contest here for St. Francis. This is the first time we've seen Eugene Young here this year. Now it's Cottingham, who dishes off up top. Favor, now look down low. Robertson wanted a flush. And possession back to St. Francis. My apologies, clock is way off here once again. But 13:05 left to go here in our second half. It's Burke who will bring it up ahead on the far side. Now Almodovar will leave off here to Eugene Young. Back to Burke. Look down low, try to find Hood. And now possession back the other way as Cundiff with it. Picked up by Young. On the far side. Cundiff looking to spin. Down low, he goes right to the rim, no good. And a foul is going to be called. Foul is going to be called on number 10. And Luke Almodovar, that's going to be his first. Team's fourth. So 12:42 left to go. It's going to be David Cundiff at the line for a pair. First free throw is up and no good. Isaiah Malone back on here for St. Francis. He'll check in for Jackson Gowdy. As Cundiff's second free throw is up and no good. And now it's going to be Burke who will bring it up ahead for St. Francis. With it on the far side wing. Burke looked to drive. He goes up, couldn't get it to fall. Malone there, second chance opportunity, and he flushes it home. A one-handed putback jam for Isaiah Malone. Makes it a 20-point game. Cundiff will now leave off. Cunningham down near side here to Rixey. This is Robertson here with it. Had it partially poked away by Hood, but they kick out far side. Cunningham with the three for Spring Arbor. And the Spring Arbor faithful fired up here on the near side that made the travel here to the hut. As Almodovar, the jumper just inside the arc, and it falls home. And now it's going to be Robertson who will bring it. Leave off to Cundiff, and he'll now move it up ahead. What did here on the near side wing? Robertson, look down low. This is Favor here with it. One-on-one with Malone. It's poked from Burke. And now it's going to be Almodovar who will look to push up ahead with it on the far side of wing. Almodovar going to screen from Malone. They'll now leave off here to Burke. With it far side, Eugene Young is going to launch a three. It's no good, and a foul is going to be called underneath on St. Francis. Kamari Hood will pick up his third. We'll get substitutions as Newhoff and Grayson come on here for Spring Arbor. Robertson and Cundiff will check out. Grayson leaves off up top. Three ball on the way from Rexy is no good. And possession now back the other way. Almodovar will have it here on the near side. Burke, far side, three ball, got it. Zane Burke drains the triple far side for St. Francis. And now possession back the other way as Burke with his first points of the game. 10:25 left to go here in our second half. Drive. One-handed push-off shot there, no good for Grayson. And Burke now up ahead here to Hood. Hood, Euro steps, strong to the rim, no good. Malone there with the one-handed putback for the score. Grayson with it. Now far side to Newhoff. Newhoff with a good take there. It's knocked out of bounds. They're going to call it last touch by Malone. We'll stay on this end of the floor as we'll have our timeout here on the floor with 9:55 left to go. It's Spring Arbor 57, St. Francis 41. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Back here live from the Huntsville Athletic Center, 9:55 left to go. Here in our second half of action, it is Spring Arbor with a 57-41 lead here over the Cougars. Out of our media timeout. Here with 9:53 remaining in the final game here in the regular season. We'll begin Crossroads League tournament play this upcoming week. The men's will have their first contest on a Tuesday. Meanwhile, for the women's, they will start their quarterfinals on Wednesday. St. Francis will host Bethel in the first round of the Crossroads League tourney. St. Francis looking to go the other way now with it. This is Burke. That's a 3-ball from Almodovar is no good. Spring Arbor will take on Huntington in the first round of the Crossroads League tournament. That game will be played at Spring Arbor as the take down low, and it's up and good there for Travis Grayson. Spring Arbor getting everything to fall here in this one. 18-point lead for them. That's a take by Almodovar, and he goes up and draws the contact and will go to the line here for 1. Now with 12 here for the Cougars. Substitutions here for Spring Arbor, number 15 and Aiden Zink, number 1 and David Cundiff, and number 23 and Kevin Robertson into the contest for Spring Arbor. That's the free throw hit there by Almodovar. 9 minutes now left to go here in our second half. As Robertson inside, no good. Malone got a tip on it. Now Burke will look to push here on the near side. Across the half-court line here with it. Burke looks to drive now, kicks far side. This is Eugene Young Jr. with a 3, no good. Malone comes away with it, and he goes up for the score. As Grayson will slowly push it across the half-court line. Get it back now on the far side of wing. Grayson going to look to drive here with it. And out of bounds possession back to St. Francis. And we're going to get a timeout called here on the floor by Spring Arbor. And so we will go ahead and take a break with them. You are watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Months ago, I was diagnosed with a 3rd-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
Back here live from the Huntsville Athletic Center, 8:18 left to go. We'll get an inbound underneath here for Luke Almodovar. As Almodovar will get it in, it'll be Burke now with it on the far side as he pushes it across the half-court line. Now up top. Goes far side, Almodovar. Now going to look to drive. He goes up, and a foul is going to be called. Newhoff will pick up the foul. That's going to be his first, team's 5th. Always a good sign to see when you get a big fella that doesn't pick up his first foul until very, very late in the second half. As the first free throw is hit there by Almodovar. Second one for him is up and good as well. Makes it an 11-point game. St. Francis hanging around as Grayson will bring it up ahead across the half-court line. Now near side here to Newhoff. Robertson with it. Hand off now to Grayson. Now back here to the near side, Zink. Robertson now with it back here on the near side of Wink. Robertson with the touch, and he gets it to fall. Spring Arbor getting everything to fall for them here in the second half. As Burke will bring it up ahead. Behind the back pass to Malone. Malone looked to drive with it, lost the ball, and possession now the other way. As the drive, oh my goodness, Robertson hit the deck very, very hard off the block attempt there by Isaiah Malone. And I believe that's going to be Malone's fifth foul, and I believe he's going to foul out of the contest. And that will be the case. So Isaiah Malone will foul out with 7 points. And Robertson will go to the line for a pair of free throws. As Brandon Northern will check in for Malone, and he fouls out of the contest with 7 points. So Robertson will go to the line, and the officials now having a discussion underneath the basket. As Robertson's first free throw is up and it falls. And so Robertson now with 19 here for Spring Arbor. Second one for Robertson, spins home. Jackson Gowdy will check into the contest. Dante Favor will come on as well as he'll replace Robertson. Number 10. And Trey Cottingham in as well. As we'll get an inbound here, and it'll be Zane Burke who will bring it up ahead for St. Francis across the half-court line. Goes to the far side. Burke now with it. Dishes here near side to Hood. Hood guarded by Favor. Now in the corner. This is Northern here with it down low. Northern had Gowdy underneath. And Gowdy frustrated that he did not get the basketball is tipped away, and now Spring Arbor will go back the other direction here with it. As Grayson will have it now here across the half-court line for Spring Arbor. 6:40 remaining. Newhoff back to Grayson, far side Wink. Cottingham. Time will leave off here to Zink. Down low. This is Newhoff, guarded here by Burke. Newhoff with a good move there. The length, and he goes up and gets the score. Newhoff now with 19. This will be Almodovar looking to work down low. He goes off glass for the score. 14-point lead here for Spring Arbor. We'll match it up with the scoreboard here at the hut. 5:57 left to go here in our second half. It's Grayson with it here on the near side. As now they put it 65-50. Newhoff with it here on the near side of Wing. Goes up, had it knocked away. And Burke comes away with it loose on the floor. We get a whistle. And a foul is going to be called on Newhoff. It's going to be his second. And so Spring Arbor going to sub as Robertson comes back into the contest. Put it back on as well. As Northern will inbound here to Burke. And the Cougars will bring it up ahead on the far side. Burke with it here, gets a screen from Gowdy. Goes far side in the corner, Northern left open. He'll now look to drive up top. This is Burke for three, got it. Zane Burke drains the triple. And now it'll be Spring Arbor with the basketball as Robertson will inbound. This will be Grayson in no rush to bring it up ahead across the half-court line, guarded here by Northern. Grayson now with it. Goes to the far side. Now they'll look down low here to Newhoff, who dishes off. Robertson with it down low. He goes up, couldn't get it to fall. Board is tipped up to Robertson. Now up top, 3-ball from the top of the key, front end of the rim, no good. Gowdy hits the deck underneath, and the bucket is good there by Newhoff for Spring Arbor. Burke will now bring it up ahead across the half-court line. Gets a screen from Gowdy. Burke now dishes off up top here to Hood. Hood with it, 3-ball, jumper just inside the arc, and he gets it to fall. And now it's going to be Grayson who will bring it up ahead, far side to Cundiff. 4:15 left to go here in our second half. $12-point lead for Spring Arbor. Newhoff with it inside. Shot clock down to 7. It's knocked away. Almodovar comes away with it. And Favor jumps right on top of him. And he'll pick up a foul. And that'll put St. Francis in the bonus for the remainder of this one. 3:57 left to go here in our second half. We'll go ahead and step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Back here live from the Huntsville Athletic Center. That's 3:57 left to go here in our second half. It's a 12-point lead for Spring Arbor. We will get free throws here for Luke Almodovar. As St. Francis down 12. First free throw is up and it falls. Almodovar now with 18 points here on the night. His second free throw is up and it falls as well. Makes it a 10-point game. 3:57 left to go. Robertson will have it on the far side. He's having a night here for Spring Arbor, as he has 20 points. And possession will now go back here to St. Francis with 3:44 left to go. It'll be Burke who will bring it up ahead here for the Cougars. Burke now in the drive. Gets it off here to Gowdy. Now to Hood. Hood looks to drive with it. Northern, extra pass far side. This is Almodovar with it now in the corner. Almodovar guarded by Newhoff. Step back jumper on the way. It's no good. And possession now back the other way with Spring Arbor. As Grayson will bring it across the half-court line. Now skips up top. We'll go far side. Newhoff with it, guarded by Burke, and he goes up and shows the length and gets the score. Now Burke will bring it here to the near side. Burke with it, far side to Northern, now to Hood. Hood now looks to drive and has it knocked away. And now Spring Arbor comes away with it. They'll go up ahead as Gowdy gets a block on Robertson. Out of bounds possession will stay on this end of the floor. Here with Spring Arbor, 2:40 left. Trey Cottingham will check into the contest. Here for Spring Arbor as he comes in for Dante Favor. And we'll get an inbound underneath here from Cundip. And we get an inbound from him as Newhoff will have it now far side. Newhoff looking to spin in here on Burke, and he goes up and gets another score. And now it'll be Burke who will bring it up ahead. He'll move it here to the near side wing. Burke now with it behind the back pass to Gowdy. He'll launch a three, no good. Off the back end of the rim, and the board comes down for Spring Arbor. Here with 2:15 left. Time running out here for St. Francis. Battle for home court advantage into the Crossroads League tournament as the fourth spot is on the line. And Spring Arbor looking like they're going to come away with it as they have themselves a lead here with 2 minutes left. Grayson skips here near side. Three ball on the way. It's in and out there. Almodovar comes back with it though. He'll go up ahead now to Northern. Far side up top. Almodovar launches a three. It's no good. And the board comes down here to Cottingham. The three ball just not falling here in St. Francis's favor tonight. They are now 8 of 25 from beyond the arc. Here in this one, half their shots have come from beyond the arc as they have 50 shot attempts here on the game. Burke will launch a three from deep, and it's short. And out of bounds possession. Now we'll go back to Spring Arbor. Robert Fry II will check in. Eugene Young will come on as well. As Zane Burke will check out here for the final time from the Hutzel Athletic Center. The senior here for St. Francis. And he'll get an ovation here from the St. Francis faithful. The Cougs will still be playing in the Crossroads League tournament. Most likely will now be on the road. And then they will have a shot to compete in the NAIA National Tournament too, as they are receiving votes. And what is a very, very tough Crossroads League. A lot of these teams are going to make the tournament here this year. We'll get a timeout here called. A 73-57 our score. And we will go ahead and a step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball on the St. Francis Cougars Network.
Months ago, I was diagnosed with a third-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
Subs for both squads as Keyshawn McNeil checks into the contest. Chase Newton on as well. Eugene Young on the floor. Carson Rogers into the game as well for St. Francis, along with number 20 in Braden Messenger. As the Cougars will have it, it'll be Chase Newton who will bring it up ahead. Rogers, near side. Now it's Eugene Young here with it. Up top, the drive down low. Here from McNeil. He goes up, couldn't get it to fall, and the board comes down. Now here to Robertson. Cundiff will now bring it up ahead. Guarded here by McNeil. He'll get it across the half-court line. Goes far side now to Robertson. And 25 seconds left to go. Robertson going to hold it on the far side here for Spring Arbor. And Spring Arbor going to come away with the huge win as the jam and the flush there by Dante Favor. And now it's McNeil up ahead here with it for St. Francis. On the near side, 3 seconds. McNeil spins, hangs, couldn't get it to fall. And that is going to be our final here from the Hutzel Athletic Center. Spring Arbor going to come away with a big win, 75-57 over St. Francis, and they will improve to 19-9 on the season and 11-7 in a conference play. Meanwhile, for St. Francis, they will fall to 10-8 on the year and a 17-11 overall. So the men's will play on the road in the Crossroads League tournament to begin it. Meanwhile, the women's team will host here on a Wednesday. They will play Bethel at 7 p.m. So we are going to go ahead and run down the final stats here for you. First for Spring Arbor, they shot 32 of 64 from the field at 50%, 6 of 21 from beyond the arc, 28.6%, and they were 5 of 8 from the charity stripe. 12 turnovers for Spring Arbor. Leading the way for them was Gabe Newhoff with 25 points. Kevin Robertson with 22. David Cundiff with 8. Travis Grayson with 6. Shane Rixey with 6 as well. Trey Cunningham with 3. And Aiden Zink with 3. And Dante Faber with a 2. Meanwhile, for St. Francis, they were 20 of 53 from the field, 37.7%. They were 8 of 25 from beyond the arc at a 32%, and 9 of 11 from the charity stripe. 16 turnovers in the contest for St. Francis. They win the rebounding battle, though, 29-25 over Spring Arbor. Luke Almodovar led the way with 19 points. Robert Fry the second with 11. It was Damari Hood with 7. Zane Burke with 6, Brandon Northern with 3, Carson Rogers with 2, and Jackson Gowdy with 2 as well. So for the men's team, we'll see if we can try to get an update here for you on where they will head to compete in the first round of the Crossroads League tournament. We'll look at some of the scores as Indiana Wesleyan ahead 60-39 on Marion. A lot of the games still going on and just beginning the second half. We had a quick one here. Huntington up 46-31 on Goshen. Meanwhile, Bethel up 32-28 on Taylor, and Grace up 74-70 on MVNU. So we will go ahead and keep you updated. You'll have to follow the Twitter page of USF_Cougars as well as USF_MBKK for more updates here on what will go about and where St. Francis will head to play in the first round of the Crossroads League tournament. So we thank you so much for joining us here for the men's in the regular season here for St. Francis. As I mentioned, the women's will have home court advantage in the Crossroads League tournament. They will play on a Wednesday at 7 p.m. and they will take on Bethel right here at the Hutzel Athletic Center. So we thank you so much for joining us here. This has been a broadcast here brought to you by St. Francis.